Hi, welcome to another episode of Gamingnight. Today we're going to be talking about an RPG game. Alright, hold on, don't leave yet. This is not a boring RPG here, a really in-depth one. In fact, this is a good RPG for people that have never played an RPG before. And it's even a game that you can use as a break between your normal RPG sessions. The game I'm talking about today is Toon, the cartoon RPG by Steve Jackson Games. He's also done a card game called Munchkin, and that one's also pretty good too. But for all sake, we're going to be talking about Toon, the cartoon RPG. Now, unlike most typical RPGs, we have a number of dice, lots of gaming material. This game, you do not need much. All you need is a couple six-sided dice, at least the main book, which has everything you need to get started. But what would really be nice to get at least after the first book is the Toon Ace catalog. This has stuff like gadgets and stuff like you see in cartoons, like anvils, exploding cannonballs, and different things like the portable holes. But they have other expansions that expand your game. You got Toon Universes, expand besides the normal gaming world of the game. This one you can do mech warrior type stuff, like you battling mechs, car racing, like Car Wars, Star Trek type stuff. This one is set in the universe of the Wild West. I believe it also has Cthulhu as well in here. No, sorry, wrong one. I think this one's Star Trek ripoff. But anyways, you have a whole bunch of booklets, but you really don't need all that, but I recommend them all. Now I'm going to talk about how to make a character. Making a character is really easy. You basically have 4 attributes: muscle, chutzpah, zip, and smarts. And all you do is roll 1 six-sided dice, and whatever that number comes up, you put in that number, and each one of the attributes will get that. So for muscle, if you roll the 4 for muscle, you get 4 for breakdown door, climb, fight, pick up heavy things, and throw. After all those are done, you can just assign 30 attribute points to each one. But you can't go beyond 9 on any one of those. The ones you can't change are the main attributes here. You can change the skills underneath each one, but now besides that, you're also going to be able to purchase special abilities like become invisible, stretch, become fat, different things like that. Also, you also have hit points, which is similar. I believe it's 2 dice, I believe, or something like that. It's been a while, but it's all explained in the book. Then you give your character name, your species, which species you are, natural enemies. So, and basically, if you defeat your natural enemy, you get plot points. Plot points are basically experience points in this game, for all sense. And you have beliefs and goals, and of course, your character's beliefs and goals I believe everyone's out to get me, and my goal is to avoid sticky situations, which in this game can be literal. Now you have 2 roles you can play. You can either play the animator, which is in RPG sense is the dungeon master. Now the animator's job is to provide the story. Now unlike some games, RPGs, they're really in depth. You can have create a huge crafty RPG, which you don't want to do in the Toon. You just want to keep it simple. You can have a storyline that's complex, but don't expect your players to, since this is cartoony, expect to finish it. So, essentially you might want to make, have one start out simple, like building a house, and then you can go from there, and your job is to have the other characters build this house. And you can have little odds and ends to prevent them from having to finish their goals and stuff. So, how do you use these attributes? Well, anytime you come to a situation where it's where you need to require to reroll, like your character decides to charge into a building and break down a door, because instead of opening it. But there's other ways you can say, like, well, let's say your character's he sees other characters opening door because it's unlocked, and he's got a smart skill of 3. So you'd roll your 12-sided die here, and he rolled a 4, which is higher than the smarts roll. So he's too stupid to realize that he should open the door. So instead he's like, oh, I guess I have to break down the door. So that's when you try to break down the roll. So you have to roll 9 on a 2-sided dice for break down the door, which I tied, which was a 9. So he successfully breaks down the door. So now it's open. So you know, you got all this stuff that goes on. You'll fight people. You'll use your objects. And there's other stuff you can add to your character, like items, like to your character. And now after that's all done, I'm going to talk about the Ace catalog. Just to let you know.